Hey everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. We've got our week one preview today. I'm DJ, joined by Jared
Hey,
and Brett.
Eight.
And as you can see, we have some official branding. We've got some overlays on our cameras. We're upping the production quality here.
Yeah, we went ham
And
over the weekend.
yeah, Labor Day weekend, we labored. So now, with that being said, Labor Day weekend's done. That means it's time for football. So
yeah,
we're
Yeah,
gonna we're
baby.
gonna look at the week one slate. We're gonna predict game by game, and then we've got some bold player takes at the end for you, as always. Let's just jump right into it. So switch over here. We've got our lovely pick'em sheet. So Thursday night football is the Eagles and the Cowboys. Um, I don't. I really want to pick the upset here that the Cowboys are gonna win, but I can't pull myself together to do it. Do either of you have any overarching thoughts here?
I think I wish that we could pick both of these teams to lose this game.
that would be
Honestly.
the only proper choice. If both of them lost. If they tied, though, a tie could be good.
True.
Although
That
it'd
would be
be,
crazy in the same division.
yeah,
Imagine the implications.
it would be sad though for our first football after a long break with no football to be a tie. I think
Zero
everyone
zero.
0-0
Uh,
tie.
if it's like
It's rained out.
45-45, that'd be sick.
Who's at home? I don't actually know the answer to that
I
question.
believe it's in Philly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Super Bowl champs get to host the game, huh? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, I would agree though. I think it would be nice to say this game's going to be competitive, but I think the Cowboys are a worse team than they were a year ago, even with additions on the offense. I think all the noise is actually going to get to them.
Dang.
I think things could fall apart, and this could be the start of it, of losing ugly in week 1. We get to hear Jerry Jones say about, well, he's just got those first round picks. He could add people at any time. Anytime he could do it.
Yeah, but other teams have to be willing to let go of those players too.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Um, this game has like an 8.5 point spread, which for a divisional match is insane. Like these matchups are usually like 3, 4, but
Yeah.
we all picked Eagles, so I'll mark the
Yes.
Eagles as our pick here. So now we've got the Chiefs and the Chargers. The Chiefs going to the Chargers, playing in Los
They're playing in
Angeles.
they're playing in
No, they're
Sao
playing.
Oh,
Paulo.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. This is
The Brazil
that,
game.
my bad. My fault.
It's actually gonna be free on YouTube too, by the way,
Yeah,
to watch.
The Chargers are the home team in another country. How great for them!
They get to host. Yeah,
What a waste of one home game for the Chargers.
it really is. That's a whole other topic
Do you
about these
know?
international.
Wait, do you guys know what else is on YouTube? Since you mentioned it, Brett. Well, it's
A
YouTube
new
TV,
podcast.
but
Oh.
YouTube TV has NFL Red Zone with ads,
With ads.
just like we were
You think
all
they'll?
waiting for.
Yes. Do you think they'll release like a more premium version of Red Zone that costs twice as much without ads? That's what
Twice
most
as
Probably, probably. It's like pay for Red Zone and now pay for Red Zone without ads.
I doubt
But I'm boycotting Red Zone. Everybody's boycotting Red Zone. Get the
We're
word out
paying.
there. We're boycotting it for right now, okay?
Till tomorrow
week
night.
1. We'll be boycotting it for week 1, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, talking about the actual football game.
Yes.
I like the Chargers this year. I think they're going to be better than a lot of people are giving them credit for, and I'm tired of seeing the Chiefs win. So I personally have the Chargers picked to win this home game.
Yes. Home field advantage. So they're obviously going to win. Yeah, I think it's probably in this group, especially, nobody's a Chiefs fan. So we would all love to see the Chiefs lose, and to lose to the Chargers would be better. Yeah, they have a good coach. They have a good quarterback. They have a mid running back, I've been told, who only has one eye. That's the rumor, at least on the street. So yeah,
He's going to wear
right,
sunglasses when he's playing football,
he might.
allegedly.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I have the Chargers. I hope the Chargers. It's maybe more a hope than like an actual projection. But
Yeah.
call your shots where you can.
Yeah, I
Can't
would
go all
say
chalk.
if anyone listened to the podcast last year about the whole Joe Burrow and his dating life. I'm gonna go with the Chargers as well because I don't know if you guys have seen Herbie out with Madison Beer.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
Yeah. I thought you were
No.
going with Travis Kelce getting engaged. He's thinking about family, not football.
No.
But
I'm going Maddie B.
there we go.
She's a real baddie.
Well, since I'll let you kick us off talking about this next matchup, Brett, because I know this is your second favorite NFL team to talk about with your favorite player ever.
I think it's everyone's favorite player ever. The
Yeah,
King
sure.
himself, Bucky Irving. Gonna carry.
That's not who I was referring to.
Who are you thinking? Baker Mayfield?
That's You love you some Baker.
I do love Baker. Jared said the other day, I wish the Steelers would have got Baker.
Yeah.
But I guess it's fine. No, I think the Bucks take it pretty easily over the Falcons. Yeah, I mean it's like I know Dale's going to talk about Ibuka.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a threat, especially for the first 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks that Godwin's not there. That's where he can really show his stuff.
He can
But
hit
yeah,
the
I just
ground
think the
running.
Bucks are gonna win. Yeah.
He's walking
He's
into
got
a
the
great
talent
spot because like he was already making
because of a
noise
great
in camp,
quarterback, right?
and Godwin is not progressed as well as they wanted him to. I'm just gonna ignore that. But yeah, a rookie coming in, like he's gotten praise from everybody in the organization all throughout camp, and now McMillan's out, Godwin's out, like Evans is playing, which I think is a good thing for a rookie to have, Evans there to draw AJ Terrell,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Ibuka should be able to feast, but we shall see what happens with that. Jared?
Yeah, so I also have the Bucks favored to win this game. I think that they have a overall better offense. I don't really believe in the Falcons and the Phoenix down there. Um, I don't know that I think that they'll have it pieced together this early. I think there's a possibility the Falcons get better in the long run, but I don't think that this will be the game you see them come out with the win.
Well, you're both wrong
Not a
because
big Phoenix person.
I have the Falcons winning it, much like the Chargers. I mean, I talked about
Oh,
it last
shit,
week.
why?
I have the Falcons winning this division, and I think protecting your home turf is a big reason why. I think that's a necessary thing to win your division home games to win the division. I'm going Falcons, but you guys both said Bucks, so we'll have the official doctor the Bucks.
Yeah.
And now this is a fun matchup because last year, walking into the season, everybody penciled the Bengals to win, and the Browns dog walked the Bengals in week 1 last year. And the Bengals are notoriously and historically slow starting to start the year.
1-11 with this coach, by the way. I don't know if you know the stat. That is the stat. They are 1-11 in the first 2 games of the season with this coach.
That's
First
crazy.
2 games. 1-11. God.
I think the Browns are 2-0 in the first 2 weeks against them, or 3 in the last couple of years. But
it's happened a couple times.
So with that being said, we have predicted a sweep here. Never mind, I'm mistaken.
No,
but
you're mistaken.
I think that trend continues. I think the Browns will come out week 1. The defense will do just enough, maybe cause a turnover or 2, and I think Bengals defense is bad enough for the Browns offense to keep up. That's how I see this going. Jared?
Yeah, and that's kind of my thought too. Is the Browns have oddly had the Bengals number for a couple years. It's one of the teams in the division that they do seem to win more often than not. I'd be curious what their record is against each other in the last 5 years because I feel like it's very heavy Browns. It feels like it at least. But yeah, so I have the Browns to win this game as well. The Bengals start slow. Maybe that'll change because Burrow has been healthy this offseason.
Yeah, and they've played in preseason. They never played in the preseason before.
Yeah. That wasn't true the last couple years, but I still think, like you said, the Browns offense, especially with Joe Flacco at the helm, I think is strong enough to be able to keep pace with the Bengals, and the Browns defense is good enough to keep the Bengals down a little bit. So it's not a super crazy prediction in my mind, although I know a lot of just people who don't watch AFC North football are going to think, oh, Bengals had that one easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that to piggyback off the AFC North, anyone can win the head-to-head matchups any time of the week. Like even if some teams come in like 12-0 versus a shitty AFC North team, they could still lose by a field goal. Those games get so grindy. But I think it's kind of, although the stats and the offense is the same as the last few years with T and Chase and Burrow, I think it's hard for me to say that the Browns are going to keep up with the offense, even if the Bengals defense does suck like they have been doing. I don't know.
Sure about
I
that?
feel like it's
You
not
sure
going to
about
work.
that?
I'm pretty sure about that.
What I'm not sure of is this next matchup. These are two of the weirdest teams in the league, I feel like. They like the Colts and the Dolphins. The Dolphins traveling to Lucas Oil to take on the Colts. Daniel Jones won the starting job. Got
White
Tyler
Vic.
Warren there. White Vic, as we call him. I personally believe in White Vic. I think he's better than his last season in New York showed. I don't think he's a great quarterback. I think he's a big upgrade over Daniel Jones, or I'm sorry, over Anthony Richardson. And dare I say he's better than the other quarterback in this matchup?
I mean, you could say that.
I
I just
have the
don't think it's
Colts beating
true.
the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I think the Colts need JT to carry them a little bit.
Oh, I
Then
think it is going to
that'll
be
open up
JT and
White Vic.
Tyler Warren. We'll get
Mhm.
into that later, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with the Colts winning this one. It could be close. I still have a lot of hope though in the Dolphins offense. I think it's a little bit, if I'm being honest, because I was bought so heavy into their offense that one fantasy year.
Yep.
So I'm just like banking that they'll come back to that form again. And it benefited me a ton that year. But yeah, I think I like the Dolphins here. I think the Colts are kind of a crap show. Their owner died.
No belief in.
I was going somewhere with that. You just cut me off. Their owner died. They drafted a QB who's never really played football successfully in his life. And now they have Daniel Jones at the helm to bring everything together. So I just don't know that bodes well.
He's won a playoff game.
Yeah, that's more than Kenny Pickett's ever done. So it looks like you're wearing Kenny Pickett's jersey, by the way.
It's green.
It's his jersey from the Eagles.
No, it's Justin Fields for those wondering.
Yeah.
You know.
Sorry, I spoiled your surprise for later on. Yeah, but I think the Dolphins win this one.
I agree with Jared. I think the Dolphins just win this again. I don't think the Colts really have a team yet. I mean, we'll see. Obviously, we'll see how they do. But I think the Dolphins have proved that they can compete as long as Tua is healthy, right? As long as Tua's healthy and making good decisions, they have the players that can win it on the offense.
Brett, why don't you preview our next matchup since it's at your favorite stadium?
Yeah, Mr. Trevor Bank Stadium. The Jags versus Panthers in Trevor Bank. Has to be Trevor coming out victorious. That's it. That's the only reason that's the pick. Yeah.
It's his stadium. Why wouldn't he win in it?
That's right.
Honestly, they'll win every home game. Probably.
It's funny you say it's his stadium. Why wouldn't he win in it? Because the literal game they renamed the stadium, they lost. So
and we were there.
Yeah, and we were there.
Are they taking them to the UK again this year?
At some point, probably.
Probably.
So they probably missing out on.
Well, you guys like the Jags. I like the Panthers. Bryce Young leveled up at the end of last season, and I think it's going to carry over this year. The Jaguars got new flashy toys on offense, but so did the Panthers. They brought in Rico Dowdle. I know, not flashy, but the flashy toy is Tedero McMillan, and that's all you need. All you need is Ted McMillan.
Tet and Chuba.
That's right.
On his new contract.
The 1-2 punch.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
All right, Jared, go ahead and talk about the Patriots Raiders game for us.
Wow, this
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
scoring game. Big
This will
time.
be 30 points a team probably here. It would be funny if they both did score 30s plus. But
This would be the
I don't-
matchup that does happen because it's like two crappy teams facing each other.
That is true. I mean, the
Patriots
Patriots
defense
have-
this year is going to be real, I think.
I don't know. I have faith in the Patriots, but I think more than anything, I think the Raiders got a real gem recently via the
Genty?
Browns.
Oh,
Kenny Pickett.
bro.
They have Kenny
This
Pickett,
guy.
who is the
This guy.
born holder at QB.
They gave us a 5th round pick. What noobs?
Yeah, but he took the Eagles to the Super Bowl, so
True.
he has a ring. Don't
True.
put any disrespect on that.
Just
man's
like Travis Kelsey.
yeah, and I
Good
just think
for
there's
him.
some youth that I like. Gene T. You got Thornton. Thornton is his
Powers.
name?
Yeah.
Is
Don't
Myers
worry.
still there?
Jacoby.
Jacoby,
For
yeah.
now. He requested a trade like a week ago, but.
Oh,
Yeah, I haven't heard
well,
anything
hopefully
about
he doesn't
him.
get that before this game because I was hoping that he would play. But yeah, I have the Raiders pick to win here. I don't know if that's really the greatest pick in the world. It's just a gut feeling.
Well, it's not the greatest pick in the world because we've got Drake May at quarterback on one side, and that automatically means he wins. So,
Wow.
and his running back is the best running back that's ever touched a football field in Travion Henderson. So, I mean, we saw it. His first touch of the preseason with a 100-yard kickoff return.
Yeah.
That's enough said.
Preseason.
Would
Last
you want
time
to
I-
bet on the running backs in this game?
What do you mean?
Gene T outperforming Henderson?
No, because Genty's going to get like 35 touches, and Henderson's probably getting like 12.
But I thought you said he's the best running back. What can we roll that back? Wow.
And his running back is the best running back that's ever touched a football field in Travion Henderson. Yes,
from
yes,
the
I
next
did.
ever-
That's a,
There's a replay.
that's a little bit of exaggerating on my part,
Mm.
but I do really like Travion Henderson, and I think he'll have a good game. But I'm not gonna bet on him versus Genty whenever Genty will probably have 3 times as many touches.
Oh.
But yeah, I do have the Patriots winning the game.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Patriots. I don't think it has anything to do with Drake May. I still firmly believe he's a Mac Jones V2. And you see where Mac Jones is. I don't even know where he is anymore. Still in Jags?
I believe
He's a
he's in
backup?
Jacksonville.
I think he is still back up, unless I missed it and he left.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about him. So that's my
Probably a good
comparison. So I think Henderson's the reason they win.
That's
And just
right.
the
He's
fact
not a
that
Jaguar. Where the heck is Mac Jones at? Sorry,
he might be a free agent.
Nick Mullins is the Jaguar.
San
back.
Francisco 49ers is where Mac Jones is at.
Oh my
Crazy.
god.
So we do not know ball.
Oh jeez.
Anyway,
Anyways, I think that this game's gonna be like 13-10. And it's gonna be Henderson with a touchdown, and I don't
field
even
goals.
know. Maybe
and,
Brock
and,
Bowers with a
and 2 field
touchdown.
goals. And
Yeah,
2 field
mhm.
goals.
So
Yeah, well, we're gonna segue right into another guy I like talking about a lot. Everybody loves talking about Kyler Murray, right? We all love Kyler
Yeah.
Murray here.
that little guy.
The most frustrating quarterback in fantasy football. Anyway, I think we don't really need to talk about this. The Saints are the Saints. They, I think they're like 300 million over the cap, something like that. They're probably a whole franchise in debt at this point.
That's been true for the last 7 years. So
Listen, the Saints are just trying the teenage American thing. They're just going into debt and hoping to at some point pay it off.
yeah, it's worked out so well for them so far.
Yep. No more Derek Carr. So
Yeah.
Derek Carr broke down.
Yeah.
We all have the
We have
Cardinals in this game.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now moving on to the fun matchup. The reason I wore the Jets jersey. Jared and Brett are both here. They're both Steelers fans, so I had to come on and be a little bit of a thorn in their side, I guess, for lack of a better term. And similarly, we all have the Steelers in this game. I don't really know
Yeah.
there's much to talk about here.
You should have worn the
um,
Steelers one.
No, because I gotta rep Fields, and he's a Jet now. I do
Mhm.
think Garrett Wilson will get Joey Porter once or twice for a big play, but the Jets, their offensive guard just tore his tricep.
I saw that.
Elijah
Yeah.
Vera Tucker, so he's probably out
Yeah.
for the year. That's a huge loss for the Jets.
Dang.
I still believe in Fields having a good game, good season for fantasy, as he usually does when he's playing, but he's also a very mistake-prone player and not a great passer. I hate to admit it, but the Bears ruined him. That's what I'll say about that. But I'll let you guys talk about the Steelers if you want to.
Nope. I want this game to be very uneventful. 21-7. It's fine by me. Move on.
Do you think the Steelers are scoring 21 on the Jets? That's hilarious. Anyway,
I give him 27. Gotta give Boz some 50-yarders.
all right, we got the Commanders and the Giants. This is, I feel like, a fun game. The Giants have completely revamped their whole entire team, it feels like. They've got a whole new quarterback room. They brought in Cam Scatterbo in the draft. Their defensive line is probably the best in the entire NFL. Their O-line is kind of mediocre. I feel like I would be more inclined to pick the Giants if Jackson Dart was starting, just because of the upside case of like he can make plays. Because I don't feel like Russ is a playmaker at this point in his career. That being said, I do just have Jaden Daniels and the Commanders winning this game. I don't know. It's probably going to be like a touchdown in the final minute for the Commanders to take the game, and it's going to be Bill. Bill's going to win.
Bill.
Bill's going to actually. He can just change the score with a snap of a finger.
True. Mhm.
So.
Yeah, I agree with Dale. I'm on with the Commanders. Jaden running it back. Probably gets a rushing touchdown in this game as well.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably pretty likely. But unlike you guys, I went with the Giants. I don't know. It's just that QB room. Until it gets broken up, they're
You
going to
just
win.
love Russ. That's
Yeah,
why.
it's
You're a big
Russ.
fan of Russ.
That's really. I was actually more hoping that he tears his ACL and we get Jackson Dart for this game. But
The first injury wish from Jared this season.
So that's so on brand.
yeah.
All
So,
right.
I have the Giants picked here. Once Russ is out of the way, I would prefer Winston, honestly.
That's fair. That's
Just
fair.
someone who can throw the ball. I don't care if he throws 3 picks as long as he throws 4 touchdowns, you know?
Fair. Well, what do you think about this next matchup? You're really high on this next team.
I am. Did I officially pick them to be a Super Bowl team last episode? Did I imagine that?
Yeah, Super Bowl winner, as you have him picked as.
You picked them to win the Super Bowl.
Okay. So I would say it's pretty safe to say I am high on this team.
Yeah.
So, this is the Broncos versus the Titans. I, of course, did not pick the Titans to win the Super Bowl, although that would be an interesting take.
That'd be
I
crazy.
That would be
I
being
picked
high
the
on them.
Broncos. Yeah, I picked the Broncos to win the Super Bowl.
But
Yeah,
they lose week 1, right?
no. I also haven't picked to win this game. They're actually not losing a game all season. I'm going to pick them every game.
Whoa. We got the Dolphins again.
Yeah. So
Well, I agree. I think the Broncos are winning this game, but the Titans, I'm kind of intrigued to see how that offense looks against the Broncos defense because rookie quarterback Calvin Ridley's got some juice.
Even the Titans, I don't understand.
I don't know. I'm not
Such
saying
a
they'll be
weird
good.
team.
I'm not saying they'll be good. I'm just saying I feel like I'm just looking forward to see how they look against the Broncos.
I would say that the Titans have a worse wide receiver core than the Steelers.
Yes.
That's a fair statement. I don't disagree. Anyway, Brett, do you have any thoughts on this game?
No, I think the Broncos take it pretty handily.
All right. Do you have a score prediction? Since you say it's pretty handily.
I'd say, let's see, Bo throwing for 3 touchdowns. And let's give a rushing touchdown and a field goal. So what is that, 31 to 16?
Ooh.
That's wild. So this next game, this is we're just gonna move right on. I don't know what to say about that, so we're just gonna keep moving. So we've got the 49ers and Seahawks here. This is an interesting game week one. Sam Darnold and the new look Seahawks taking on Brock Purdy and the wheelchair 49ers.
Yeah.
I have gone back and forth on this game so many times, but I'm picking the Seahawks to win this game. They're more healthy, and I don't think the Niners can rely only on CMC to win this game, but I believe you guys disagree.
Yeah, it has less to do with CMC in my mind, and more to do with the Seahawks not being able to figure it out this early. I think there's a chance that the Seahawks can put it together late after their quarterback stops seeing ghosts. Man, I don't follow him for the rest of his life. Poor guy. Yeah, but yeah, I think the Broncos. Back to the Broncos. I think the Broncos are gonna win this game too. Actually, guys,
Yeah.
they're so good. They're gonna go 12 in their first.
Broncos are just gonna start winning every game.
Indeed. But I got the Niners to win this one.
Yeah, I also have the Niners, which we'll talk about later, kind of why I have the Niners picked. But I think it's going to be I think it could be close. Like, I don't doubt that the Seahawks can't contend. But I think the 49ers come out hot this year. Again, I'll save my reasoning for the bold take at the end here, but I have the 49ers.
Well, go ahead and talk about the next game too. I want to save you for last.
Yeah, no, Lions Packers again, crazy matchup. There's a lot of like good matchups this first week.
We have a good slate week one. The NFL news.
Yeah. But yeah, Lions Packers, pretty big game. You know, I think it could go either way. I have the Lions winning again because their offense is the same as last year and they dominated offensively.
But it's not the same though.
Why? Who's gone?
Well, they lost one of their linemen, Frank Ragnow,
Yeah.
and their OC,
Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Lions clicked enough last year that they'll be able to find a way. I think it's a high scoring game. Even I would say into the 30s for both teams.
Oh, so you're taking the over.
If 60's over, yeah.
Definitely over. That's a really high over.
Yeah, I just say that's over for sure.
I would say it's interesting with Parsons on the team, but then I also saw that he has like an injury in his spine.
Yep.
Like between the L4 and L5 or whatever it said.
Maybe he's getting injections for it, which he maybe failed to tell the team before he got traded to him.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. And maybe Jerry Jones is a genius.
Hey, Skip Bayless says that guy's a scrub and couldn't defend the run. So,
wow.
Yeah, a Cowboys fan would be coping. That does make sense. Jared, do you want to speak your thoughts on this game?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that game. Yeah, Lions here. I think the Lions are one of the teams that people are a little underestimating. Like they do see the OC and DC being gone, and they think, oh, this team's not going to be the same thing. But I think the real brain in this operation is the one that bites off kneecaps. So yeah,
that's what he's got for a brain. Just a bunch of people's kneecaps he's bitten off.
Yep, he's got enough IQ from kneecaps.
That's right.
He'll be fine. So I think the Lions will win this game. They got a good team. They didn't lose anyone from the team themselves, and they won games last year. So let's put to rest that offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators matter.
Wow. That's a
Steelers
take
fan,
right
I
there.
wholeheartedly believe that.
That's
yeah, after we begged for Canada to get off the team. Now we have Arthur Smith.
Well, all that lead up, just for me to come tell you both you're wrong. Because the Packers are winning the Super Bowl. And clearly that is the week one game against the Lions. Like,
True.
I mean, if they win this, it's just over. Like, why even play the rest of the season?
Chalk it up. Super Bowl
Anyway,
champions right there.
yes, Micah
Great.
Parsons does have an injury, but guess what? He's getting an epidural before every game. They give those to pregnant women. Do you know how much pain pregnant women have to deal with for an epidural? Like, dude, epidurals are so good. Micah Parsons will not feel anything. Now, if he doesn't get re-hurt, if he doesn't get hurt before week 3, it should be fine. But there is obviously the risk of him getting hurt because he can't feel anything. But until that happens, I think the Packers are going to take it. But you guys both say Lions. And I'm just going to go ahead and talk about the next team because it's my guy. CJ Stroud coming off a disappointing year last year. The whole Texans team coming off a disappointing year last year. And I'm blaming that on one man, Joe Mixon. What a scrub. I'm just kidding. I've never really
He was
been
the
a
best
Joe
one on the team last
I've
year.
never really been a Joe Mixon fan, but I'm just saying I can blame him because he's hurt right now, and
Now your guy's up.
since he's not here, and the Texans' O-line was terrible. That's really the reason they were bad last year, and I think they'll have somewhat of a bounce back this season. I need them to have somewhat of a bounce back this season for my mental health. But yeah, I have the Texans beating the Rams.
Yeah, I also have the Texans to win this game. I realized I'm up. Sorry, guys. The Texans to beat the Rams here. I don't really believe that the Rams will have it quite put together like people think they will. They had a really promising end of last season, which
Is
people are
that a
kind
Matt
of
Stafford's back joke?
no.
Like he won't have it put together.
It is not indeed a back joke. I only make jokes about Micah Parsons back. Anyways,
Matt Stafford's not
I
getting
don't
an
think that the
epidural.
Rams will have it put together like they did at the end of last season. And I think the Texans will win this game and try to get a little bit of oomph under their feet before the season starts. Or while
Under their
the season-
feet. There we
Yeah,
go.
oomph under their feet. Put it on a shirt.
Well, I have the Rams taking this one. I don't. I guess being a Steelers fan, when we talk about an offensive line, the Steelers constantly keep trying and trying to build this offensive line that is non-existent every year. And coming off of the Texans' offensive line being horrible, I don't care what they did to try to fix it. It ain't going to be anywhere close for Stroud to be slinging it as he needs to be. But then I also have the Rams offense looking good with Puka and now Devontae. Those are two pretty big receivers. If Stafford
Physically
can,
or name?
Devontae's big physically. Puka's pretty tiny.
He's not.
Is he not?
Puka's also pretty tall, pretty big.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
6'3".
okay. That ain't tall.
I guessed. I don't know if he is 6'3".
Puka Nacua is 6'2".
Oh,
Devontae's
that's tiny.
6'4". So
But Devontae's got muscle too.
Just kidding. Devontae's 6'1".
One? No way. Oh my god. I don't know ball.
you really don't know ball here.
I still think the Rams have better weapons and more of them on the offense than the Texans. And again, I just see Stroud on his back all year.
Well, you don't see Nick Chubb running down the Rams' defense's throat then, huh? Nick Chubb is back, baby.
They
I
ain't
hope he
gonna-
is for his
they're not-
sake. He's got the
Yeah.
chance here.
I think
With the injury.
I think it would be good for the NFL if Nick Chubb was back because
Again,
he's a very
just like
likable
the
dude.
Steelers, without an offensive line, we can't run the ball. Same thing in the Texans.
And Najee did it every year for 1,000 yards, so make
True.
that make sense.
True.
I don't know.
He got you
He
there.
probably had the highest attempts, though.
Yeah.
of
He was
most.
very inefficient, but he always got
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
I think his longest run was like 39 yards. Like that's it. I think they said Jim Harbaugh has a longer run than him in the NFL. I think
That's
that was
crazy.
the stat. I have to
Crazy.
fact check that, but
Speaking of long runs, we've got two quarterbacks that are known for them. And no, I'm not talking about Terrell Pryor. I'm talking about Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Jared just had flashbacks. I saw that.
I didn't watch that game. Actually, I've watched that play a lot of times because of yours truly. But
Right. But yeah, Bills Ravens. This is an exciting Sunday night game for Week 1
it is.
in
That's a really
Buffalo.
fun game.
Early in the season in Buffalo, there's not really as much home field advantage, so I have the Ravens going in there and taking down the Bills because it's not a playoff game.
That's it. It's not a playoff game.
Yeah,
You don't think they'll lose by a toe this time?
not like last year. Not a repeat of the Chiefs game. No.
Not a repeat. Yeah, I have the Bills to win this one. It's mostly probably because I hate the Ravens to an extent, and pray on their downfall. It's hard to pick the Ravens. I'd pick the Bengals and Browns every week before I pick the Ravens. There's just something
Dang.
different about it.
That's fair.
But yeah, so I have the Bills pick to win this one.
Brett?
But I have the Ravens. I agree with Jared. I do not like picking them, but every time I don't pick them, they seem to win. So now I'm trying to kind of do the opposite,
Hope.
where I pick
Yeah.
them and hope they
Oh,
lose,
That's a good idea.
type stuff.
That's why I have the Steelers winning.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
Good thought. Good thought.
that being
In
said,
the last game,
the last
Vikings
game.
Bears. I think the Vikings just win. Again, I don't think Caleb is the guy. I think I talked about it last week.
I think
He's
you
just
did.
not. He's just not the guy. And the Vikings
Not
just
at all.
have so many weapons. Although Addison's out, they still got what's his name just signed? Adam Thielen.
Yep.
So he's just gonna slot in, catch a lot of balls. Jay Jettis is back. I don't know. McCarthy would have to really be terrible as a quarterback to not be successful on this team.
He's in a very
TJ
similar
Hawkinson.
position to Caleb Williams last year. That's what's really funny about
Well,
this.
no, because you think about
No,
Sam
because
Darnold last year was
JJ's
insane.
the best wide
I-
receiver in the NFL, which is the difference.
That's fair. But I'm just saying, like, the weapons, the number of weapons is similar. And I 100% agree that the Vikings' offensive system fits way better for any scheme because Kevin O'Connell, no matter what quarterback starts for him, like, he somehow gets a fantasy relevant game. Nick Mullins looked good for Kevin O'Connell. Like,
I mean, you could put anyone in there. You could put Mac Jones in there, and he'd probably look good. You could put Kenny Pickett in there, and he'd look great.
I don't know about that
People
one.
think
That
he
one,
had full-size hands.
that one,
Right.
His hands would grow during the game because of Kevin O'Connell.
That might be Jared's best joke ever. My goodness. It's a one-size-fits-all scheme is what you're saying.
Yes, just
Exactly.
like Kenny Pickett's gloves.
Just like
No,
never
Kenny
mind.
Pickett's gloves do not fit an adult.
Well, that's true. One size fits all kids.
The glove doesn't fit, don't acquit, is what they said.
Well, wow. Okay, that's where we're going. Well, I hear you guys on your Vikings picks, but I am a Vikings hater as a team.
You are.
I've never really been a big fan of their defense. It's always kind of mediocre to not as good as it should be or could be. And I think Caleb's going to level up this year with Ben Johnson, and I think we see that in week 1 when the Bears defend home field and beat the Vikings.
You like that home field advantage?
And it's important, but not for the Jaguars when they're playing the Cleveland Browns.
No, it's different. That's barely home
So-
field on us.
That's the end of our pick'ems.
Let me talk about that stat. Jim Harbaugh has a 41-yard run. Najee's longest is 37 yards.
That's crazy.
Wild.
His coach has run the ball farther than him in one attempt.
Also,
That's sad.
to touch, since you brought up Jim Harbaugh, I gotta bring up what I said last week. How about Arch
God.
Manning, y'all? How good did he look last week? Just like I said he would. Not good. Anyway, now that's done. We're gonna switch it over to this screen. We're going for our bold player takes of the week. Do either of you want to start us off? Do we want to go spiciest first or the most tame?
Well, mine's the spiciest,
Oh
obviously.
yeah, definitely is.
think so.
So yeah.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
let's go.
So
Go
yeah,
spicy.
my bold take is that Tyron Tracy, he's not gonna get injured, guys. He'll be okay. He'll just be
What a tease!
Let's be
he'll
benched
just
for
be
a little
on the
bit.
bench
Uh-huh.
because on third down they're gonna bring in the nitty and the gritty Cam Scatterbo, and he is going to rip off a 60-yard touchdown run. He's gonna get in, and that's going to reward him a goal line later on in the game where he's gonna catch. Oh no, he's putting it in there too. Uh, where he's gonna catch like a little dinky dunk 15-yard receiving touchdown. He's only gonna touch the ball twice. we're getting
Wow. All
we're
right,
getting
hang on.
even more specific. He'll only touch the ball twice. But if he touches it more than that and everything else works out, I'm still right. But it'd be more fun if I was But yeah, that's my bold take. Cam Scatterbo.
that is a very bold take, and I will piggyback with your rookie pick, and I will pick my own rookie. I hinted at it earlier with the Colts Dolphins game. The Colts, Daniel Jones is a better passer than Anthony Richardson. That's kind of why I have faith in this player. This player can also be their emergency quarterback. Probably is their emergency quarterback. I have Tyler Warren going for 80 total yards and 2 touchdowns in his debut against the Dolphins. And yeah, I think he'll probably get a direct snap in this game. I think he'll line up at QB at least once for the Colts. But I'm not going to predict that does anything. I'm just saying it'll happen at least once. And 80 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That'll be spicy.
I'll piggyback off that QB talk. So as I mentioned earlier, I have the 49ers over the Seahawks. And I think someone who will come out the gate, guns a-blazing, name called all game, every position, CMC with a 1-1-1 stat, a rushing touchdown, a receiving touchdown, and a passing touchdown. He did it before. He's going to come back strong, baby. CMC FTW, baby.
Or the win, by the way. For those that
Yeah.
for those that
For all
are
those old heads.
hip with the slang.
Who aren't hip with this slang. Did you know there's only 12 players to ever pull that off, though? I was looking this up because I was curious to do the 1-1-1.
Dang.
The last player to do it, though, was actually Josh Allen.
That's last year.
Oh,
yeah.
right. Wait,
Yeah.
didn't was it JT or Henry throw a touchdown pass?
Henry's thrown multiple.
I feel like it was like last
So,
season.
I don't
The
recall.
last 3 players or 4 players to do it is Josh Allen, CMC, LT, and then David Patton.
Has anyone done it twice?
No.
Rhett is predicting the first guy to ever do it a second time.
That's right.
That's a bold take. I love the creativity he came up with for that pick. But yeah, those are our bold player takes. We'll review them next week, and we'll also kind of briefly touch on how well all of our pick'ems did this week. So,
Yep.
With that being said, let us know what you guys think of the brand in the comments, and tell all your friends about the new upcoming NFL podcast. Deuces.
Bye.